if you can tell by the themes of these videos, if you've been watching them, appreciate it if you have. I don't mind talking about things that I was able to overcome if it was my past. And the people that I've known over the years, that's been uncomfortable for them because they're like, man, why you tell everybody that? I remember I would post on every platform, including LinkedIn, how I overcame alcohol and stuff like that. And I would have people be like, man, you don't want jobs to see that because, man, they might judge you for that. Why would they if I don't drink anymore? And we know that alcohol is a problem. But if I'm around people and I'm missing out on an opportunity because I'm honest and I was able to develop and grow from those tough times, I probably shouldn't be there anyway. That's how I see it. So I always share things that I've gone through. I can't tell anybody how they should feel. If they did go through something, what they were supposed to feel. It's just me speaking directly from what I went through up here, what I went through physically, and then just that. Today's theme is just distraction. Now, I think personally there's two types of distraction. And one of them is just running rampant in the world. There's the regular type of distraction, man. You walking somewhere, you see somebody fall, you looking at that, then you fall, right? Everybody looking at their phones. We just came from Disneyland, the funnest place on earth, and everybody's just, I used to work at a traditional college campus, and traditional students, I would just let them run into me. I would just walk until you ran into me. There's that distracted. We are so consumed by whatever's going on that is snatching our attention, and it becomes like a slot machine because we got to see more of it. That's dangerous on its own. But then there's another form of distraction that I used to experience because I am distracted by someone else's narrative and this concept and information that they deem important enough for me to take myself away from actually doing the work and listen to their point. And I'm going to take you there. I'm going to try to get you there. I'm trying to work on getting straighter to the message because I think these are too long. But somebody will tell you something and somehow it becomes gospel because everyone's using it. They got Facebook groups and it might not work. It might not be the truth. It might not even be your thing. And distraction, man, those type of distractions, they still get a little cover. They still get a pass. Discipline, consistency, overly used words, right? Depending on who you're talking to. Consistency is, here's the blueprint. You're going to follow that blueprint every day if you have to. And then when you don't feel like it, here comes the discipline, right? Distraction is consistency, discipline right here. Distraction, you over here. This ain't possible because somebody said, right, this is what's going on. Because you're distracted by the idea. And in most cases, the idea itself is something that you want to do. If it has to do with fitness, consistency, and discipline, I can tell you from my own personal experience, it works. It just depends on what it is that you're doing. But sometimes somebody will have a shortcut for you. I kid you not. I think if somebody said, hey, somebody came to every individual and said, hey, if you wear this pink hat, you'll lose 15 pounds in 2 weeks. Just don't tell nobody why you got the hat on. You'll have everybody walking around with a pink hat. Like, man, I wonder if they know. Not even knowing because they're so distracted by that shortcut. Now, I'll get a lot of these, and I'm not somebody that's going to share anybody's picture and name as to why somebody would send me this. Now, I don't mind these on YouTube. I'm not on social media anywhere else. That might have hindered any type of growth, but I mean, from my own psyche, it's been helping me a lot, man. And I urge people to try it depending on what you have going on. If social media is lucrative for you, do not listen to my bald-headed behind. Get your bag. But it's been helping me. So if I get a comment like this from somebody on YouTube, I don't know them. And like a whole adult, I'm going to go straight to their page because if you have something to say about what I'm doing, I'm hoping I'm going to go to your channel and see that you got something better so I can steal it and use it. Right? That's what I do. If you tell me, I post a lot of workout videos. And if you tell me, man, you're doing that wrong, and I go to your channel and you're doing it right, appreciate that, right? But if I go to your channel and there's nothing there but a weird picture, you ain't really got nobody you're talking to, you ain't got no post, I might think you're trolling. That's just personal opinion. I don't know this person, but he didn't have anything on his page. People like this do not bother me. It is when I was on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and I had family members that had something to say about what I was doing. I had supposed friends, people I served in the military with long time ago, that had something to say about what I was doing. And why it bothered me is because they saw me putting in the work over the years. And they would still say, man, you must be on something. You sitting there next to me eating, you watching me stay on the ship while you going out there getting drunk. And nothing wrong with that. I had a lot of good deployments, a lot of fun times. But when it was time for me to lock in, I locked in. And people will see that for years and still say stuff like that. It's odd to me. In the example of proof, I believe in proof. I'm not just going to come and tell you anything and I expect you to believe me and I expect you to forget about my background or nothing, none of that. This right here is just a loop. This is a loop from 2012 when I first started recording my videos. So this loop, and you can't really see what it is, it's just a loop. It goes from my workouts that I recorded from 2012 until now. That's different gyms, different workouts, thousands of them joints, right? Again, I post my credentials. Not because I'm trying to be like, man, this is who I am and blah, blah, blah. I'm just showing you that I really believe in what it is that I'm doing. I really believe in just understanding my science, and there's BCAAs and different type of stretches and different type of workouts and what I've learned over the years and how it helped me, right? I've also been featured in a couple of articles when it has to do with my certifications, my wellness certifications. There's also a directory. And when there's a directory, that means that companies and universities, they'll reach out to you for insight about wellness programs. I am serious about what I think I need to do for me, my health, and my family. I just happen to hit record and share it, right? But I've learned that because I've been at this so long, a lot of people, especially men, do not think they can even walk down the street without taking a steroid or a TRT and get in shape. Because what is pushed out to them, because we are distracted about what we're always seeing and what we're hearing. And then you got, and he's not natty. When at the end of the day, I've been doing this for so long, I figured me out. Isn't that fascinating? The prime example of just being distracted by a narrative. I don't know if people have been keeping up. If you're in the military, they're going to try to start testing people's testosterone levels to see if they can put them on TRT. How I feel about that doesn't matter, right? I'm somebody that's a little bit older school. You eat right, you work out, and you stick to it, especially for long periods of time. I've been able to see my results. Yes, do I have injuries? Of course I do. I've been posting videos and stuff for the workouts I used to do back in the day, so I deserve all the pain that I have. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mess myself up just being silly sometimes. But if you eat right and you work out, and there's just certain things I don't do. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't eat bad like that. It helped me see my results. I figured that out about me. It's the simplest mathematical concept for me. If I decided to save $1 a day for a whole year, I'll have $365. So if I work out most days and I eat right most days, I'll see the result that I want, but I can't cheat it and I can't lie. But here's the thing, there's always a narrative, and we will get so distracted by the narrative because it sounds better and it sounds easy. I'm not talking about the distraction when you're just looking at whatever and you run into something. I'm talking about you want this goal and you're not willing to do the work. I'm distracted by that. I was talking to somebody the other day about the whole thing, and he's in the military. He said, man, I think I'm about to try it. I think my testosterone levels are low. Now, if you know me as a friend, I don't comment on nobody's stuff. I don't tag anybody. I've never done that for years. I think I got to get your approval before I talk, before I let anybody know that we are cool like that. You might not want that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I never joke with close friends on social media, because if I joke with you, some stranger or somebody you really ain't cool with gonna think that you giving the green light. You got that sense of humor. It's a weird thing, but it's helped my friendships because I don't have many friends like that. I keep it close to the vest. But if you know me, you know I'm going to tell you the truth. And I expect the same in return. Don't waste my time. Tell me how it is. Don't have me out here looking stupid. We friends. I got a booger in my nose. You ain't telling me because you afraid that I'm going to be upset that you told me. And I might, because I'm embarrassed. Right? You got a booger in your nose. Might have had this the whole time. You sure? Right? Just be upfront when we talking about stuff. So I'm talking to him, and he had to be brave, because if you know me and you come at me with that stuff, I'm just, wha-bam. Especially if I care about you. If you care about somebody, you honest. Might hurt their feelings. You ain't saying to me, you stupid idiot. You supposed to be. No, that's wrong. But if you care about somebody, you're honest. He said, I'm thinking about doing this. And I said, why? He said, man, I think my testosterone is low. I said, well, you know what I'm about to say, right? He said, yeah, I know. He eats like crap. He still drinks. He has more than 20% body fat in the military. And I'm pretty sure his visceral fat is high. Those are all things that significantly impact your testosterone. So rather than focus on the consistency and the discipline to fix those things, to which I showed you as an example, you don't have to use my way. You're distracted by the shortcut. You see how I took you there? You see how I took you to the distraction example? Unfortunately, that level of distraction, it is like that for different things. Because these things that we're distracted by, we think they're so important that we don't have to focus on us. And then once the fog settles, the dust settles for whatever that thing is, because a lot of this stuff is just on loop. It's just on loop. And then when it slows down, we got to wait for something else to come out there in order to distract us because we think it's important when it ain't. But there's a little break in between that. Then we're looking at ourselves in the mirror. We're unhappy. We're lost. We don't know what to do. So distraction can be a huge culprit right now, man. A lot of people are so distracted, especially by what's going in the world. I think you should pay attention. You dang sure should be aware, especially if it's affecting you. And unfortunately, I'm one of those people, man, I tend not to be distracted by it until it starts affecting me. I'm so hypocritical and selfish for that, man, right? I was like, man, this stuff I was in the military for 20 years. And everything that was going on in politics, I was just like, man, it's going to happen anyway. I ain't really worried about it. I ain't nothing I'm about to do about it. And now that I got out and I'm a federal employee and all that stuff happened last year, I'm like, dang, this is messed up, man. We got to vote more. Hey, I wasn't tripping to it affecting me. At least I'm honest though, right? But the issue is, and we know some people like that, they are so distracted by that stuff, man, to where it's just like they become argumentative, right? They become very defensive. Friendships are lost and families are ruined behind politics and religion. And in some cases, a lot of people didn't care about that stuff before until they became distracted by it. Then that became their thing. Unfortunately, everything else is on the back burner. All the visions and goals and aspirations you had, man, I'm worried about this. Man, you don't care about this? What about this? I care about my life, right? And I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, but I ain't trying to speed it up. So I care about that. So I had to work over the years on just being less distracted by stuff. One thing I don't do, I'm not about to be arguing with you if you ain't did it. There's no need for us to do that back and forth. You got your point, I got mine, we're moving on. I am very open about free education in the military, but I'm also fully aware of how much education is, because I used to have to award scholarships, right? I'm also fully aware that some majors do not align out in the civilian world. Some people get these majors and things just don't turn out. Now you got the loan. Now what you gonna do? Now I understand all that. But I can't argue with you about student loan debt because I don't have it. And I've purposely put myself in a position to where I am sharing the awareness of free education. I can't talk to you about it because I haven't been there. Do I understand it? I just told you where I worked. I can't talk to people about steroids and TRT because I've never been on steroids or TRT. Now, I will say this. There's enough health issues that comes with steroids, and I just looped how long I've been working out. That's just since 2012, right? 2013. I've been working out since 2000. So if I was on steroids from all these years, people was telling me I was on steroids, something would have happened by now. High blood pressure, heart attack, stroke, or something. We're sitting here watching all these people that's just leaving here way too early, especially a lot of these pro bodybuilders. That's way bigger than me. Pause. Yet we will look at somebody's post and pop a needle up there. Because that's what we feel like doing, because we are distracted by the whole concept of somebody just able to make change because we ain't willing to put in the work to do it. TRT, a little different. When I was fat and drinking all the time, I assumed my levels was low. Why? Because I always felt sluggish. I was tired. There was times that I was trying to hang out with these chicks and I couldn't be with a chick unless I got drunk. That's how crazy it was, right? Because Lil Mike, like, I'm not standing at attention for you. Look how you treating our body. Distraction. Now, if it's something that's going to benefit you, those around you, whatever you're doing, be distracted. I am distracted by the concept of fitness itself, how it's helped me over the years. I am distracted by that, but I had to learn enough, hence my credentials, hence my space. I can't be distracted by what's going on in commercial gyms. There's whole YouTube channels about commercial gym drama, and people be sending me that. What you sending that to me for? I got a whole spot at the crib, right? But I am distracted by it because I know it has helped me in life. Not because of trends and the fads and everything that's going on with it. But I also have the wherewithal. See, that's one thing school taught me when I was working on especially my doctorate, was just research. I don't think a degree is going to guarantee you anything. I don't think opportunities will just land in your lap, and I don't think people just going to come out and hand you money because you got your education. I don't think that. And if you know somebody that's like that, put me on, because it ain't never happened for me, right? But that's the one thing. A lot of people be quick to say, you'll see that meme. I know plenty of people with bachelor's degrees and they're idiots. Well, I know people without bachelor's degrees, and it's the same thing, right? But it taught me how to research. When you're writing a dissertation, your references, your cited peer-reviewed articles and journals have to be within 5 years. So if you're writing that thing, and that article or that journal or that book or whatever that you're referencing, it hits that 5-year mark, you can't use it. So I use that same method and those principles for everything that I'm paying attention to, i.e. my fitness, i.e. my finances, i.e. just things in general. So if you come at me with some nonsense, just have some facts to back it up, because you might sway me. If that person that sent that, which it was stupid, if I went to their channel and they was out there killing it, I would have reached out. Yo, what is it that you're doing, man? I'm losing muscle because I'm older. I'm trying to get swoller. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it that you're doing? If it's something that I know I shouldn't be doing, I'm not rocking with it. Distractions are just that serious now to where we'll see something on social media. It sounds cool. It sounds legit. It sounds like it might be a reason that we're not doing what we need to do, instead of just taking ownership and doing it, and then we'll just go with it. And more people just go with it. Then the terms start happening. Then everybody starts having the same terminology. Do you even lift, bro? People was always saying that. Remember that? They were just out in town. Do you even lift, bro? Do you? Stop being distracted, or at least work on it. It's something that I'm still working on. I'm telling you, I had to get off of social media because I was getting brain rot. And I saw it. Not only did I saw it in my mood. I would just be sitting upstairs doing some work, because I'm kind of working from home right now, on a Wednesday, and I'm just upset. What I got to be upset about? Is life perfect? Heck no. But I got my gym downstairs. My family is good. They're provided for. They're fed. I got food in the refrigerator. Why am I mad right now? Because the stuff I saw on there. And I think it was just my soul telling me, man, you being absorbed by this nonsense, man. And it started interrupting. Something that happened because I said, I got to get off of here. I got to get off of social media. Work on not being distracted by nonsense. Or you don't even have to use that suggestion. Unsolicited advice.